quick question. How many of your systems actually live in a spreadsheet called Finance version 10? Leads, inventories, payouts, all crumbled into one fragile grid? If that's you, this is your escape route. I'm going to show you how non-technical founders can build internal apps with no-code tools. By the end, you will get to know what to build first and which tools just work. Spreadsheets are brilliant scratch pads, but as systems, they crack. One typo and totals just lie. Three people are editing, but there's no source of truth. They store data, but they don't actually guide you to the actions. And as the system grows, as the spreadsheet grows out, the system actually slows down and feels a bit laggy. If this sounds familiar, your business has quietly outgrown spreadsheets. The fix isn't learn to code, it's upgrading from a grid to an app. An internal app is simply a tool that your team uses behind the scenes. It could be a CRM for leads, an inventory tracker for alerts, a dashboard for KPIs, or just simple expense approval flow. Less clicking, fewer mistakes, and faster results. And because apps can enforce rules, required fields, permissions, and take actions upon your data, your process actually runs the same every single time. No code is Lego for apps. You just need to drag pages and pull in components like forms, charts, or whatever you want inside it, and then you add some logics around. Like a simple logic could be changing of the status of the lead, and lastly it could be the notification to your sales team or sales guy, and just hit publish. If you can use PowerPoint and fill a form, probably you can also build internal apps like these tools actually do the plumbing, and you just build the workflow around them. Let's make it practical. Here are two spreadsheets that are quite common in every business that probably convert right now. First is lead sheet that you can convert into a simple CRM. Instead of scrolling endless rows and forgetting follow-ups, you can probably convert into a simple CRM. You get a pipeline view, a simple form to add new lead, and auto reminders. Second could be a simple spreadsheet converted into a phone app. Yes, you heard it right. You can also convert your Excel sheets into an actual phone app. Instead of outdated counts in Excel, you can give a phone app to your staff members. They can scan the product and adjust the items. Manager gets the alerts whenever the item gets low in the stock. Each of these starts with a spreadsheet, but once turned into an app, it's much cleaner, faster, and very less stressful. Alright, so I'm gonna list down the four main no-code tools that you can use right now that are easy to integrate with already existing systems. Number one on the list is Glide. If you are already using Google Sheets or Google ecosystem, this is the best go-to tool. Perfect for things like inventory items or field teams. Software is more focused towards web tools, so probably if in case you are using Google Sheets, Notion, or Airtable, this is your go-to platform. It actually helps you embed roles and actions and permissions, those sort of things. Number three on the list is Airtable. You can think of it as a smarter spreadsheet. It can just act like a database and show you tables and columns and those sort of things in quite easy and structured format. Number four on the list is Notion. If you want to keep a mix of wiki plus simple databases, this is a great tool. Works actually great across organization for knowledge sharing purposes. So there are multiple options on the internet, so which one would you like to choose? You can think of it like if you are already using Google Sheets and you probably are more prone towards field or staff members, maybe team on your fields, probably you can go for Glide. If you want a clean portal with roles, you can go for Software. If your data is too crucial and need your data as your core foundation, probably you can go for Airtables. If you want all-in-one in one workplace, Notion is the go-to tool. Simple as that. Just pick one of the tools which you are most comfortable with and your team is also most comfortable with, and go with it. Okay, so here's how to build your first internal app in just 1 week. Let's just pick one spreadsheet inside your business. It could be lead, inventory, or whatever you feel most important about, and then just pick one tool which you are most comfortable in, and probably just define one specific happy path, which is, for example, if it's a lead spreadsheet, you can go for adding a lead, assigning an assignee to that lead, and then the reminder of the lead has changed the status from won to lost, and just a one automation of reminding and sending an approval email, or maybe just sending a Slack ping. Then share it with your teammates and try it out if it works, and get the feedback and implement it, and here you go, you are live. So when starting out, there are many concerns when building out your first internal apps. So number one concern is, what if I break something? What if something goes wrong? So usually there are tools like undo history and these kind of backups kind of a system inside these tools, which helps you start from any certain time and period. And another concern is data safety. safety. Obviously, these tools are more secure than passing around Excel sheets inside your team, because these tools also have built-in permissions and accessibility features, which helps you secure the data in the long run. Third one is, if you outgrow no-code tools, this is actually a good sign of your business growing as well as your system working out. Probably later on you can pass it on to developers to scale it up, but for now these tools actually are built to fix the problem right off the bat from the day one. Like if you want to fix things today, these are your go-to tools. Okay, that's it. So I want you guys to comment down below the most common spreadsheets that you face problems with. I will probably convert it into a no-code tool, and I'll just pick the most common one in the comments, and see you in the next one. Bye.